From the streets of Cairo to a coffee shop in Queens, New York, anger reignites among anti-government protesters as President Hosni Mubarak refuses again to step down as Egypt's president. Even before he finished speaking, thousands were booing and holding up their shoes as an ultimate insult to the man who has led the country for 30 years. This demonstrator says this speech did not come with anything new. He is very stubborn, and the people are totally fed up. Rumors swirled earlier Thursday that Mubarak would finally give in to protesters' demands and quit. Instead, he handed most of his powers to his vice president and repeated promises for reform. Many Egyptians who oppose him say real change isn't possible as long as he remains in office. After Thursday's televised message, President Barack Obama issued a written statement sharply questioning whether the shift of power to Egypt's vice president was an immediate, meaningful, or sufficient sign of reform. Britain's Foreign Secretary said after Mubarak's speech that the implications of the handover of power weren't immediately clear.
We think the solution to this has to be owned by the Egyptian people themselves. All we want in the United Kingdom is for them to be able to settle their own differences in a peaceful and democratic way.
Meanwhile, Israel's former Prime Minister Ehud Barak shied away from assessing the situation in Egypt.
I don't think that I have to respond on this. It's up to the Egyptian people to find their way and to do it according to their own constitution, norms and practices.
After nearly 3 weeks of marches, protesters say their presence in Cairo's main square will only multiply until they get what they really want, and that's Mubarak's departure. Ross Simpson, The Associated Press.